Hey YouTube, Untamed here. So here it is. Here is our new minivan. So this is a brand new 2023 Toyota, I almost said Sequoia, yikes, Toyota Sienna 25th Anniversary Edition. And I tell you what guys, I never thought I would be so excited to get a freaking minivan, but it is pretty incredible and I am absolutely blown away. This is actually my first time driving one. So I mean, I bought it before even driving it, but I do have a lot of faith and trust in Toyota. They've never let me down, and I'm very excited to get this, and I knew they wouldn't. So I've already driven around just a little bit, but I wanted to do this video for you as I officially picked it up here. As you can see, I bought it from Toyota of Bountiful, Utah. I've actually purchased from them before. The last vehicle that I bought was a Army Green 2020 Toyota Tundra TRD Pro. You guys remember that quite well. I mean, that was kind of what kicked off my YouTube channel to some degree. So I've purchased from them before. I don't know, I've had mixed experiences. So I want to be honest with you. So that Tundra experience was great, but a following experience wasn't so great. But this one was fantastic. So all that to say is, you know, don't let one bad experience with the dealership taint your forever, giving them chances in the future. So I worked with Craig here. He was awesome. They did have a markup on it originally, so which again blows my mind to even say that out loud. A markup on a freaking minivan, but they did. They had a $5,000 markup on it. And by the way, they explained it was, you know, it will still fly off the shelf with a $5,000 markup. But because I had purchased from them before, they were quick to drop it for me. They dropped it to $1,000, so I paid a $1,000 markup for it. Could I maybe have bent their fingers back and paid MSRP? Maybe, but even that took kind of a lot of back and forth to make that happen. So they were great. I mean, I placed the order on it. I shouldn't say order, but I secured it, I think about a month ago at this point. So I waited, I think maybe 3 weeks. So I've waited for a little bit to get it, for it to actually arrive to the dealership. It arrived yesterday morning, and then they put on their one other thing that you have to do with them is they put their tint on it. At least you get to pick the shade. So it's 20% window tint all around and a front clear bra. Of course, they hike up the price a little bit too on that, and I'll talk more about that in the following video. But it wasn't absurd, if I'm being honest with you guys. And I'll show you the window sticker here in a second. So I love the blacked out accents. It being a 25th anniversary edition does make it a limited vehicle, if you believe that or not. There's 2,525 of these being produced. You know, with the all-wheel drive versions of it do not come with these 20-inch dark wheels. All right, the all-wheel drive version of it comes with 18-inch wheels on it, which look a little less cool, but it is all-wheel drive. So I mean, there's pros and cons, but it does blow my mind to know that this and the all-wheel drive version cost the same. So there's a few additional perks to the front-wheel drive version here, mostly cosmetic, if I'm being honest, that really set it apart and to make that price gap the same. Love these tail lights here, extremely long. This is actually my first time really dissecting one of them in person, and it happens to be the one that I bought. So I'm very excited to get it, and I know Mrs. Untamed is stoked to have it. So we'll be quick to peel that off for the record. No offense, Bountiful. But so there's your 25th anniversary badge. Normally I don't gravitate to silver, but I do think it looks very sleek, especially with the blacked out accents here on the 25th. Let's show you inside. It is extremely nice, guys. You know, it is wild to say that I'm spending, you know, over $50,000 for a minivan. That feels weird to say that out loud because, well, that could be money put toward a TRD Pro, and you guys know me, that tends to be my go-to. But I tell you what, it feels like the right decision, and I feel like we are really gonna like and appreciate, you know, just all the creature comforts in here that are gonna make it perfect for the kiddos. Let me give you a little more room here to see. So those two captain's chairs are wheeled all the way back right now, scooted all the way back. And I'll pop, sorry, because it is nighttime, you're getting kind of a bad view. That's a little better. So there, as you can see here, here's the rails. You know, they go back extremely far. With it being the 25th anniversary, you get the ottoman seats, so they get the kick out here, which my kiddos aren't going to really enjoy that for probably a couple more years, given that they're pretty young still. but a ton of space back here, and I love that it's all flat, right? So in the Sequoia TRD Pro that I had, the 2023, it bumps up in the middle like many vehicles. This is all flat, and I really appreciate that. And I like knowing that the kiddos could walk back here to that third row without having to, you know, flip down a seat right here. I appreciate that convenience. It being the 25th anniversary edition, and I'll go through this better in better lighting during the day, of course, but you get the unique, this is leather. I know when you see in video here, it kind of looks like cloth, but it is leather, kind of the perforated leather all throughout, and it looks pretty neat. Let me open up the back. So there's so much I'm not going to be able to show you in this video, but really it's just me taking delivery of it while it has the 54 miles on it right now. This is what sets it apart from that guy right there. So you got the 2023 Toyota Sequoia TRD Pro in there, solar octane in color. Beautiful, beautiful rig there. But the back end with the cargo space, you get about a foot in, and you get a little shelving system. It's just not conducive if you have kids, and that's the bummer, right? Because if you have kids, you need to put a stroller back here, probably 1 or 2 strollers, and or groceries time to time. And that just didn't cut it. You guys know I owned a 2023 Sequoia TRD Pro, ice cap white one recently. I love it. I love that Sequoia, but it's just, it wasn't truly scratching the itch of why we got it, unfortunately. So this is it. This is the mommy mobile for the Untamed gang, and we're hoping we're hoping that it really is more of a long-term vehicle for us, and I think it will be. Like, look at this. This is a very deep, this is not a good representation, but it's extremely deep back here. You got some 25th anniversary edition. These are, of course, floor mats. Probably goes up front there. But pretty cool. So little cool little bits and pieces that really set it apart, because this is technically based on an XSE model, if you guys didn't know. And I won't even pretend to be an expert on this, because there's still a lot that I need to figure out. But I do love this. It does feel a lot more conducive for the family life. Being able to throw a couple strollers back here with plenty of space, right? Granted, these 2 captain's chairs will likely need to move them up quite a bit, because this is cramped as it sits right there. What is this? There you go. So you got a little JBL speaker back here. All right. Kind of show you the back with the clothes in there. So it does have these pretty awesome wheels. So this is, in my opinion, a worthy reason to consider getting the front wheel drive here over the all-wheel drive. If you see the all-wheel drive, you kind of get some Buttermilk Basic 18-inch wheels, whereas these are pretty sleek looking. Let me show you kind of close. So some pretty cool design and texture to it, really. That looks pretty awesome. So I love this. It truly is the swagger wagon with these wheels. So black accents all down the rear valance here, down the side, trim pieces. Of course, the sticker here, we'll peel that off. You see that Wi-Fi logo? When you kick underneath it, let me see if we'll do it right now with the other door open. Hey, it did. So you kick and it opens up. How about that? That's my first time doing that. So that worked. That was cool. Normally never works when you have a camera out. So there's kind of a little bit better lighting in the seats here. So kind of cool. Unique to the 25th anniversary edition. Some dark headliner up here. I do have the entertainment package, I think is what it's called. I'll show you the window sticker here and tell you 100% sure, but this pops down right here, the screen. And there are the temperature settings back here for AC climate. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you think I'm a goober for going to the van life at this point, or if you think this is a good move. I ended up flying out here. Originally we were going to take the whole family out here to come pick it up. It's about a 7.5 hour, 8 hour drive from Wyoming. But I-80 was closed due to wind and severe weather. So I ended up taking a flight and went down to Denver, out here to Salt Lake City. So it's just me driving back, and I'm trying to avoid a snowstorm on the way back. So I'm going to quickly regret getting the front wheel drive here. We'll see though. It does have a quote unquote snow mode that helps tremendously, I'm told. but perhaps with these stock tires, it still may not do the trick. So there's the tire size, 235/50 R20s, Michelin tires. Some black side view mirror caps. Looks good. Blind spot monitors. So all the creature comfort and safety tech is truly within here, and I love having that. It's great peace of mind for my wife and 4 kiddos to be rolling around in it. So I feel good about that. Let me shut the door over here. I love the fact that this right here is like an open glass, right? So part of the window there, of course, the rolling up and down pieces right there, but I love the extra visibility you get there, and some vortex generators here, little canards for aero, because we're concerned about that. So this does have it is a hybrid, guys. So we are talking, this is gonna blow your mind, blow my mind, 36 miles per gallon in this hybrid setup here. We considered getting, let me shut these doors over here. We considered getting the Honda Odyssey. I was really going back and forth on it for 2 reasons. One, the price tag being way better in the Honda. Kind of 3 reasons. The price tag, because I was likely going to get a Honda Odyssey Sport, maybe an Elite, but the Sport was like $42,000, and I love that price tag. It does have a V6 though, so, and that was kind of a good thing to me to some degree, because it's just a naturally aspirated V6, a very reliable Honda engine, and I kind of like that. I've never been a huge fan of the hybrid setups, but people, they gawk over this. They love it. They ooh and ah over the hybrid setup here in the Sienna. So I'm excited to really feel it out and see what all the hype is about. So yeah, and then the last piece was availability, because I didn't think I was going to be able to find one of these. I've heard horror stories, and you guys know I take a lot of pride in finding hard to find vehicles for MSRP. I have a lot of pride in that. That was what my company focused on. But this, it seemed to be among the most elusive things, because it appealed to a larger audience than what I typically hunted for. I would typically go for TRD Pros, right? 4Runner, Sequoia, Tundra. But this appeals to an even larger audience, if you can believe that. And because of that, they were extremely difficult to come by, unfortunately. Pop out there. So I did not think I was going to be able to find one within a timely manner. I wasn't trying to sport around that GMC Acadia that we had for too long, really. I wanted to get into a minivan sooner than later, so I didn't think I was going to get one. But I lucked out, called up Craig here, and fortunately there was one inbound with not too much of a wait, and they got rid of the nasty markup for the most part. So I'm very grateful to have gotten this. I'm grateful for Toyota Bountiful for helping me out and getting us into this. And I know Mrs. Untamed is going to love it, and that's the most important thing here. So there you go, guys. I think I've geeked out plenty. There's going to be a lot more videos on this, a lot more. And actually, crap, let me show you the window sticker like I promised. There'll be a lot more videos on it. We do have the roof rack there. It is an option, but like even this interior, I want to show you a lot more of the interior here as we go forward, and we'll do those in subsequent videos. But for now, we'll wrap up the video with a window sticker shot. All right, so I'll let you pause it on that. So we're looking at just under $51,000 for the Sienna. And you can see some of the additional bits put on here. So the rear seat entertainment system, that's what I was talking about, the $1,400 screen right here for the kiddos. So excited to put that to work, and hopefully that entertains the kiddos on road trips. And the crossbars like I just showed you up top. But 36 miles to the gallon, how about that? I've never had a vehicle with that type of fuel economy. So excited for that, and excited to show a lot more to you guys with this Sienna here. All right, guys, I'll wrap up the video there. Let me know what your thoughts are. I appreciate you watching as always. Until next time.